What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Space Engineers. This is episode number 13. In the last episode I asked you guys what would you like to do this episode, because I wanted to do something kind of interesting, and the options were, or the main options were, either A, we could go to Hoth, or B, we could continue the base building and try and get that tram done, which is one of the things that I've been kind of looking forward to since the start. And a lot of you guys said, let's try the tram. So I think that's a good idea, and we're kind of at the point with our base building that we would want the tram to actually work. So what's the tram? Well, we want our base to be connected to, see H over there, that's 600 meters away, almost on the dot. We want our base to be connected to that somehow, but it's not feasible just to continue our base that far, because that's so far. It would take forever. Look how long it takes me just to run through our base. It would take us forever just to run that distance. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a sort of tram system. And if you've ever played Half-Life 1, think about the intro to that. We're going to set up something that looks like that tram. One of you guys was asking last video where the hole went. No, yeah, it's over here. And it still technically exists. It's just not really in the direction that we want it to be in. So I think we're going to make another one that's a little bit more direct and in the way that we want it to go. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to build a tram station. It's not just going to be part of our base. It's going to be an actual station, because we're not going to pressurize. We're pressurizing the base. We're not going to pressurize the whole tunnel there. So it's just going to be like a station that's probably going to be off to that side right there. And we're just going to dig a straight hole over to H. First, we'll have to, of course, confirm that H is where we want to go. But we'll once we do that, we'll dig the hole going there. Now, before we do that, I would like to try and grab some silicon so we can finish up this base right here. It'd be nice to actually get this whole thing pressurized before we move forward. So let's go on a little mining expedition, find some silicon, and then we'll come back and hopefully we'll have everything with the base done, and then we can start on that tram station. So let's do it. Using our elevator, we go towards the top. Now, people said make the elevator faster, so I did make it a little bit faster. Oh shoot, you know, actually, never mind. I was gonna say we're almost out of H2, but we're actually going to where the ships are, and the welder ship has this stuff for us, so we can actually just hop in there for a second. Okay. Thank you, elevator. You are so nice. Okay, so we're gonna hop in this one first, because this one's the one that's got all the goodies. It's gonna give us some power, it's gonna give us some H2, and that's gonna be perfect for going on our mission. This is actually pretty nice. We got the sun coming up right as we're going out. Okay, let's hop in our miner right here. We will disconnect, so make sure, yeah, our batteries are on. Let's disconnect from the thing, and we should be good to go. Let's bring our third person a little bit closer so we can actually see what's going on. Okay, so, oh, voice crack. Okay, so let's press K, and let's see if we have a silicon GPS. So M is Mars, so I'm looking for M. Silicon, we do have an SI, so let's go ahead and show that on our HUD. We'll remove all the other ones because we don't need them right now. And let's head toward that. Let's see where it is. H. A little bit of lag there. We got our M, MG, and SI. Do we have anything in our cargo container, by the way? I didn't check that. Okay, we're empty. Good. And we have a good hour of flight time if we so choose to use it, so that's pretty nice. This is like right where the iron was, isn't it? Huh. Okay, looks like the silicon is actually right below us, I think. Yeah, it's kind of like right below us a little bit. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so let's make a nice little hole. We're going to make it kind of at a not very steep angle. We're just going to go for where that one said it was, even though it now says it's directly below us. It's fine. Make a straight hole to where the silicon said it was. In third person, because we don't want to listen to the sound of the drills drilling, because they're loud. Okay, here we go. We're about to grab some silicon. Let's start getting some of that. Some of the silicon, which is used for computers and bulletproof glass and other stuff that I will not mention. Silicon's a good material. It's a funny. There's a whole valley named after it. Now, how much silicon do we want? We could get a metric crap ton of silicon, or we could get just as much as we need. Usually when I get materials, I like to get enough so that we'll never need to go get that material again. I don't know, do any of you guys play like that? You're just like, hey, we need silicon. Alright, let's make this the last time we'll ever need silicon. I remember when I was playing on the actual server, one of the dudes who was in my clan, this guy brought back like 200,000 platinum. I'm over here collecting like I don't know, like 1,000 platinum. I'm like, yeah, this is enough platinum. This guy comes back with 200,000 platinum. And it wasn't enough for what we were building. Let's see how much we have. Oh my god, we have so much. And we have a little bit of stone too, which again we'll keep. Even though it provides only a little bit of materials. But we have so much silicon. I don't think we'll need ever any more. What we could do, I actually didn't check how we're on our other materials. We have magnesium and silicon here. It might be worth it to... what's our weight like? Well, our weight's kind of heavy. So let's just slowly back out of here. And go on our way. We'll call that a victory. Okay? I actually like that. You just back up and then you can go forward. That's kind of cool. It's a cool way of leaving the thing. I want to visit that unknown signal to see what's over there. Maybe some goodies. That's where you get skins in the game. With the unknown signals. I think I got one good thing, but other than that, it's mostly like the cow skin and stuff. But it's still a cool way to promote exploration and give out cool stuff. But you gotta wonder who's been launching these unknown signals at us, trying to get us to wear something nice. Is it like some creepy dude in the sky who's like, you're not pretty enough, I'm gonna give you a skin. Ooh, we're going down pretty fast. I wonder what that rock is. Ooh, if that's a good rock, then I might go and mine it. Okay, let's... Oh my god, there's silicon under us. Wow. Did you just auto-connect? Oh no, we don't even have landing gears. It felt like it auto-connected. That was weird. Actually, this is rare too, because this one's in full condition. I don't know how it didn't get smushed on the ground, because we have a limited speed mod. Let's grab the goodies. And what else do you have? You usually have a button. So let's roll you over. Oh no, oh no. Roll, no. Don't roll that much. Where's the button? Is it on the other side? Oh, there it is. Okay, there's a button. Try your luck. Let's see what we get. Ooh, a leopard. Leopard welder. I thought it was funny how leopard is pronounced. Like, how is that spelled leopard? Why is the O even there? And why isn't that, like, why is it leopard? Instead of, it should be pronounced leopard. I don't know, it's weird. English is weird. I'm just gonna weld all this stuff. Or grind it. Oh my gosh. I swear, every time. Okay. Hazard miner. Let's go check out that rock, because it might have some good stuff in store for us. If there's like gold or silver, that... Although I think we have plenty of that stuff, because we really rarely use it. But we'll check what's in here, because it could be some good... Some of that good. Oh, we got an iron rock. Oh, don't mind if I do. We're not that heavy, so we could go and grab some. Especially since iron rocks are just so easy. Or rocks in general are just so easy to, like, mine through. Look at this. We're just gonna go right through it. I gotta tell you, I love rocks for breakfast. There's some good stuff. The sun came up, had a nice bit of silicon, then rock to wash it all, or iron to wash it all down. That's a good breakfast right there. Let's go back to our thing. Wind 1. That's a fun name. Wind 1 is away. Alright, there's the connection. Press P, number 9 to recharge. And we should now have a bunch of silicon going right into the base. Let's make sure that the order is looking fine. Production. By the way, I changed all of the assemblers. I built up a couple more that were incomplete off camera. But I changed them all up, so the old Assembler 5 is now called the Assembler King, and the rest of them are the Assembler Peasants. So, yeah. I didn't want to go to the assemblers. I wanted to go to the refinery. Let's check out the refineries. Looks like you're still making nickel. Please make that first, because that takes us like half a second. Then, where is... Let me see if I can find our silicon. Silicon, where are you hiding out? In here. Why are you hiding out in here? Okay, come over here. And become first. Okay, that's going to be giving us silicon. And then in production, I would like to make like 1,000 of these. Actually, 2,000 of those, because they only require silicon. And since we now have plenty of it, we should be good to make a bunch of those things. Okay, awesome. Now let's go and complete the base, and we'll be able to start on our tram. Hey, elevator, thanks for waiting. And there we go. So now that it goes much faster, there's things we can do with it. Like if I go like this. Ooh, take a little bit of damage there. Those are the cons of making it go super fast. Hey, you guys remember last episode when I said I broke the oxygen? Well, I think I did it again. So see how that's oxygenated and this room is not? I'm trying to turn this one on and it's not, you know, it's just not having it. Maybe if I open and close this one. But what happens when this happens is it sweeps through like a plague. So right now, if I open this door, that's going to become unoxygenated. Even though it should only technically become slightly less oxygenated. But no, it's gonna become completely unoxygenated. And then when I do that, it won't even reoxygenate. So that's what I meant by I broke oxygen. And I guess that happens sometimes. It's weird, but I don't know. Keen, fix bug, please. Okay, so now I should be able to fix these things. By the way, I added these off camera, but I didn't build them because I didn't have the materials. But I should be able to build them up now. So that one's built, and this one is built. Let me go and grab a little bit more because I'm running out of stuff there. We'll grab as much of this as we can, and we should be able to build the remaining stuff that we haven't built before. By the way, speaking of off camera, I added a wall back there off camera. I thought it would be like boring just to like put that in a video, adding this wall. So I was like, all right, I'll just add the wall. It's fine. Just a wall. Because if we're going to pressurize the area, that needs to be not rock. So that's the main reason for that. Okay, I think we have one more up here. And then we should be good there. Finally, we should be able to... Let's enclose this. Actually, I want to continue it up to about there. So because I don't feel like that should be outside. So I want to continue this that way. And then we'll do it. So let's get the mini miner and we'll go and do that. All right, I think that should be pretty good. We have a lot of room for our tram station, so I think that'll be enough probably. Okay, let's continue this out. So well, I guess we'll put the blocks down first. That would make more sense. So we'll do the walkway, which is going to be just a 4, I think. We'll do the full walkway. That'll give us an idea of how far we want this thing to go. I don't know how far, probably one more. Something like... Yeah, this was probably fine, because then you have enough room, you could look out that way. So yeah, I think this is good. This will be the last block, and there'll be another window like there is for those right there. And again, if we want to continue this in the future, we can, and add more rooms over here. I don't really know what rooms we could add, but if we want to, we could always do that. But okay, let's weld these things up. Oh shoot, did I put you a different color? This. We have, so our base is white, but we have 2 different whites going around. And it's kind of annoying because it seems like when I first started everything, I started it as like one white, and then at some point I transitioned to the other white. So, like for instance, let me try this. Okay, so that's one white, but then there's a white over here for like some of these blocks that is a different white. See? And it does that. It looks like the same color to the naked eye, but to space engineers, it's not the same color. There needs to be like a mod called like consolidate whites or something, or consolidate colors, where you could like put in multiple colors that exist in your base. Or maybe you could get like a list of all the colors that exist in your base, and if you have 2 similar ones, you can make them become the same color. That would make life easier. Because I could always recolor the base to one color, but then I lose my reds, my blues, my yellows, all the nice colors I have. So yeah, that mod would be amazing. Mod creators, anyone else, any of you ever have this problem? Okay, for now, destroy these so we can actually build the blocks. What do I need here? Wait, what kind of block is that? Oh, okay. Ah. See, look at this, 2 different whites. See what I'm saying? So this needs to be a weird block, one of those. And then every 2, it's going to be just a normal block. Okay, so put that there. Then this is weird, normal. Alrighty, and with this, we should now be completely, well, not really airtight, but completely built for this thing. This is the full thing. I need to add some more lights probably to the end, but I'll probably do that off camera because I don't really like doing lighting work on camera just because it takes so long. I rename all the lights and stuff, so it's kind of really tedious. But yeah, we now have an area for this. We now have this, so it should be almost to the point where it's airtight. The only thing we need to do is we need to close this. we need to close up this. And I was actually told that these are not airtight, these little pieces right here, so I'll have to find a way around that. I did change this one up off camera just because of that, so this should now be airtight. Just this one is not. Which won't matter when this room actually is airtight, but I don't want to spend the time right now making that room airtight quite yet. Actually, I am a bit interested in testing this, so we're going to go ahead and pressurize this room very quickly. It won't take that long. It's just going to be putting blocks down. So, pressurize time. Block, 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 block. Steel plate, block, 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 block. Block, 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 block. Block, 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 block. By the way, off camera I made 20,000 steel plates. I just built as many as I could. Block, 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 block. All right, this whole room is now pressurized. Not very well lit, but it is now pressurized. This is, oh shoot, there's supposed to be a window there. Well. Okay, now, see, I run into it. Now the whole room is completely pressurized, making sure right here. The whole room is completely pressurized. All we need to do now is reload because remember, oxygen is broken. So once we reload this and keep these doors open, this oxygen should be able to pressurize the whole base. Because currently, I believe, let me do one more check. Yeah, you guys exist, right? Bump my head. Bump my head. Okay. And that's closed. And these all exist. And we'll start with this closed, I suppose. And that, okay, that's a problem. Let's close this and let's build this up. Because that's kind of annoying. Yeah, put that back. Okay, now verifying. So you're connected to that. You exist. You guys are all good. Yeah, the whole base should now be pressurized. So once we do reload the save, the oxygen should come back. And it should be able to pressurize the entire base. So let's give it a go. Okay, I think our sound is back. Let's go, and our flashlight's back. Okay, let's go and check on this. You are not pressurizing, but if I close that, are you still good? Okay, so you still know how to pressurize. That means something is wrong with... First, make sure you're on... Wait, no, I don't want you on that. I want you on this. Okay, so let's first try and find out where the problem is. Let's make sure all of our doors are closed. Close you. That's the only door I think that was unclosed that is closed. So let's see if you're... No, you're not pressurizing now. Let's verify that our doors up here are closed. Oh, shoot, this. We didn't even think about this. Blue blocks, okay. We'll remove these eventually. Forgot about this part. Okay, so that now is a thing. Let's check on these doors as well. You guys are closed, okay. And let's go back down. Let's see if you're pressurizing now. No, it's still not pressurizing. Oh, shoot, this as well. Oh, shoot, how are we going to pressurize this? We're going to have to put, like, enclose the entire room. No, you're still not going? Really? Okay, let me verify that all these... Or make sure you guys are all built, right? Okay, where could the leak be? Okay, here's one way we could test this. So first, let's test it right here. So we're gonna break this and break that right there, and we're going to replace it with actual normal blocks, and we're just gonna block off this area. And this is what I did for the moon base as well when we were pressurizing that, just to verify that everything worked. Just break the stuff and put normal blocks here, and that's a good way to test. As long as we don't run out of steel plates. Okay, so if it's working here, that means that all this area is fine. It is not working here. So that means something in this area lacks blocks and needs to still be blocked. Okay, down here, let's see. Down here is looking fine. I can remove that because maybe behind that... No, there's a block behind that. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there's a block there. That's fine. Everything here looks good. Let me go back over here and grab some stuff, and we'll climb to the top of the base to see if there's anything. We know for a fact that this room is fine, because when we close the door, the room pressurizes. So we know for a fact that this room is fine. We know for a fact that that room is fine. It's just when we get to the bigger room, we don't know that it's fine here. We could block this off and see if that changes anything. Oh, shoot. Okay, block that off. And the reason that might do something is if the glass isn't being good, then it could cause a problem. But no, I think the glass is fine. We'll keep those there for now, I guess. Anything over here? Is anything over here looking leaky? Let's test. Oh, there's a hole there. No, but that's connected by the connectors, so that should be fine. This stuff looks fine. Doesn't look like there are any leaks over here. Maybe... What's under that? No, there's block under that. Well, let's ascend. Let's see if there's anything on here. Now, if there are any blocks that are unfinished, those would certainly cause the issue. But I think I've looked over this oh my god. I think I've looked over this a bunch of times and I've never seen an unfinished block, so... Could that right there? No, that should be fine. Maybe something up top over here. Okay, so I added a top up there just to see if it was the top. And it actually started pressurizing. I mean, even with the door open. Like, if I open the door, see, it's still pressurizing the area. So, it's something with that top little section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to depressurize again. So this is going to grab all the air out before I go and open that area to see what's going on with it. But it's something with that specific area over there. Are you... Yeah, you're working properly. Okay, you should be grabbing all the air. Okay, so let's go up here. That's good because it means it's none of this stuff is actually making the problem. It's just something specifically with up there. So let's take our elevator most of the way there so we have a little platform we can stand on. And I guess we'll try and figure it out. It's good to know that at least we know kind of where it's coming from. Other than all the rest of the base, we know for sure it's happening up there. Something with this. Uh-oh. Nah! Oh my god, it almost destroyed our stuff. Okay, something with this. What could be the issue? And it's not anything down there. It's this specific piece. Could it be one of the glasses? Wait, does all the glass exist? Let's go on the outside. I'm gonna make sure all the glass actually exists, because that would be a problem if one of them didn't. Okay, no, all the glass does exist. And these blocks are all good as well. Let's make sure they all are built. What the heck? So what could be causing the problem if all these blocks are fine? Alright, after a long and arduous process, the issue has been discovered. The issue was, well, I guess still is. Oops. Gotta be careful. The issue is / was the blocks that were right here. They were causing, for some reason, the connection on the side or something was causing decompression. Or it was causing the place not to be... I just spent 30 minutes on this. That's why I'm at a loss for words that it was that simple. I changed all the blocks here, tried to figure out what the heck. I replaced all these. I blocked off all this. It was just those two little blocks right there. So, for now, they're going to stay like that. Eventually, we might try and come and fix it, but no, for now, it's going to be like that. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of trying to fix that problem. But okay, now this whole area can be pressurized, sort of. This whole area, at least. Let's open it up a little bit more right here, because we did block this area off. Let's open it and see if it can still be pressurized. This one I'm not as sure about, but you know what? Let's see. Hey! It can! Oh my gosh. That is actually really... Oh, shoot. Sorry. Oh, wait, you're still... What are you... How are you pressurizing, but there's a hole? You're actually... Like, there's literally... There's a hole that goes out to the world. How were you... Like, there's no blocks under that. What were you pressurizing? I'm kind of curious to let it continue. Let me... Maybe they... What if they changed it so that voxels can pressurize now? How crazy would that be? Let's break all this stuff up. Okay, I am curious. At the current moment, there is a hole in the thing. This door is open. Let's close that. There is a hole, right? So this leads out to the world. Let's see what happens if I try and pressurize. Because it seemed to be fine with it a second ago. What the heck are you pressurizing? There's a hole! Is it just not taking into account that I'm confused. I'm confused now. I'm thoroughly confused. Unless they changed it, unless they made an update secretly that they didn't tell anybody about, that makes it so that voxels can now be pressurized. I'm super confused. Quick creative mode segue just to see if they actually changed this. We have this going into that, going into this. Let's see if this thing can pressurize. This is basically just a room with no ground. It doesn't seem to be able to pressurize. So I don't think they changed anything. I think it's just the same, but it's glitched or something. I don't know what's going on. Alright, it says it's almost pressurized. I've got no clue what it was pressurizing, because it can't have possibly been pressurizing the outside, right? What if I remove a block? Like, I don't know. What if I remove one of those blocks over there? Will it completely depressurize everything? Yeah, it will. So you can't pressurize the outside. So then why are you letting this... I don't understand. I don't know. Okay, Keen, if anyone watches this from Keen, please fix your pressurization. I've spent 30 minutes here just trying to get this thing to pressurize. And the reason it took so long is because every 5 or 6 times the base depressurizes, oxygen just completely breaks. Like, it will refuse to do anything. Even if I close the door, when that happens, it'll refuse to actually pressurize. And when that happens, I have to actually restart the game. So please fix... And then it seems like there's another bug with pressurization right here where, I mean, it's not even a pressurizable area. And the oxygen, it's still letting it pressurize for some reason. So I don't understand. If anyone from Keen is watching this, that's the bug. Please fix. Please. Quick side note, I'm Andrew from the future. I think the reason that it was pressurizing the area that shouldn't have been pressurizable is because we had 2 windows that are slanted going into each other. So technically there was a corner area that didn't have any blocks, so you could actually walk right through it. However, according to the game, the slanted things take up 2 full blocks each. So even though it looked like you could walk through it, and you could physically walk through it, to the pressurization system, it was technically a pressurizable area. So I think that's probably what happened with the other one. Still not 100% sure, but you know, it makes sense, I guess. Still, seems like maybe something could be made to make that a little more clear. I don't know. All right, back to the video. Okay, we are out of oxygen because we ran out of ice. It takes a lot apparently to pressurize this entire base, and apparently Mars because it was trying earlier. But at least our oxygen is low now instead of none, and it's cold instead of freezing. So that should make it so that our power goes down slower. So there's still a benefit. Eventually we'll go and find some ice. Now that took way longer than I wanted it to, unfortunately. So I do still want to do a little bit of work on the tram base. So let's get the outline of the tram base set up, and then next episode we'll have to do a lot of work on the actual thing. Now we have to be wary because our base is now pressurized. So we're gonna put one of these babies here, and that should allow us to... Where's the other door for this? Hang on. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna put a door right here, and that should allow us to go in here and let this be the little airlock between the 2 sides of the base, so we don't lose all of our oxygen. The alternative to that would be just to go and suck up all the oxygen again, but that would take forever, and I don't want to do that, so that shall not be done. All right, so now we should be able to go in here, close this door, and then, you know, wait a few seconds for everything to work because this looks pressurized. Then go in here. I'm curious. Let me go back in here. Did that just get rid of all of our oxygen? No, it didn't. Okay, so it does work. It does. It's a little bit scary because it looks like it doesn't work, but no, it works, so it's good. Okay, go in here, close, and wait a few seconds. Let it pick up that we went in here and do that. Even though it looks like all of our oxygen is now being shot out into Mars, it's not. It's all good. Okay, so for this room, what I want to do is we're gonna have an airlock, so that's gonna be the secondary door. Let's go ahead and throw that down like this. So yeah, we're gonna have a little airlock like that. Then I want there to be like a little miniature lobby. I don't know why, but I want it to look nice. So we'll have that lobby. Actually, I could be walking while I'm doing this. The lobby's not gonna be that big. It's gonna be like this. And I'm gonna have windows. I'm gonna have windows here so they can be looking at the people in there. Even though it's only me. You can tell I'm getting lonely. But yeah, okay, so lobby is gonna extend about this far. And maybe that's where like there'll be a button or something so you can call the tram. And then the tram itself is going to be, let's go out one more. A little bit of freezing there. And then we'll go down a little bit because the tram is going to be like, it's going to have its own little space that you'll be able to get on from. So we're going to go, let's say it can have, I don't know how big the tram itself is going to be. Let's give it lots of room because we don't know yet how big we want it to be. So plan for bigger, and if we need to make the area smaller, then we will. So the idea of going after here, you might be able to recognize it is a subway, kind of. If you've been to, not the restaurant, but the, you know, the public transportation thing. So we're making it kind of like a subway station. This is where it's going to arrive, and then this is like the other side where, I don't know. What happens, like what do people do on the other side of a subway? You know, you have the side people are on, and then you have the side nobody's on. Like, do people walk there? Like workers or something? I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be like that, and then I think we're just going to go with the wall. In fact, we don't even need these blocks here. We'll go with the wall right here. And that will conclude the station. Now, it's going to go out a little bit this way as well. I don't know how far, maybe up to there, 3 blocks. And then for one of these, once again, I don't know. Oh, shoot. I forgot. How are we going to... Okay, you know, we'll figure that out later. Right up here, we're going to have an airlock because it's going to be cool. And because it's going to have to go out there. So, actually, do we want an airlock? Okay, so for the whole tram thing, we're going to need like a rail because it's going to be on a tram like Half-Life. So it's going to be like kind of on a rail. And I think the rail is going to be here. It's a monorail that's on a rail. No, it's going to be like that. And it's going to follow, like, it's not going to be like a wheeled thing that drives. It's going to be more like a thing that hangs. And it's going to drive, it's going to go that way. From this thing. I kind of want to make it one more block up. Like this. And the reason for that is because then I can have all the assembly stuff, like the wheels and stuff, kind of out of the way of everything. And then you know, you can just focus on getting on. You can even jump without hitting the top. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Let's bring this forward on this side. Let's do the same on, I don't think we can get that final block in there. And then let's bring these forward as well. Now we do want some sort of airlock. I was thinking about it, and I think we do want to have that somewhere. I just don't exactly know where we're going to put it. Okay, so this is going to be the way that it's going to airlock. We're going to have one, let's see, do I have the pieces actually anywhere? I don't think I do. Let's grab them. They're called, what are they called? Door? Some sort of door. Airtight hanger door. Yeah, we're going to throw them like this. And then be facing that way. So that's going to go out 2, and then this one's going to only go out 1. And I guess I probably could... Can you? No, I guess you can't, can you? You can't, like, overlap them. Like, I can't put one right there and then one right... Yeah, no, you can't do that. But yeah, so it's going to be like that. It's going to look a little weird. And if it's too weird, I could just extend that side 1 over that way. But they're going to close, and it's going to go all the way up there. So the whole thing will be airtight. And whenever the thing is arriving or leaving, there'll be a button on it, which will open or close this. Or maybe we'll have sensors that do that. I don't know. Something cool. But that's going to be that. Yeah, that's going to be the whole design for this thing. And next episode, I think we're going to start working on this thing. It's just getting super late here. And I really wanted to do more on this, but unfortunately, the freaking pressurization took way longer than I thought it would. So yeah, next episode, we're going to get this thing hopefully going. We're going to get a nice... a nice tram setup. And that's actually going to be really interesting because there were two ways I could have done this. One of the ways was I could have just, you know, I could have had the thing aim directly towards the H. But it looks like what we're going to do instead is we're going to go straight and then we're going to kind of turn towards that. So it's going to be really interesting trying to figure out how we want to curve the tram while keeping it not clangy. So yeah, you have that to look forward to. But that's going to be the end of this episode. If you guys liked it, hit that like button. Keen, if you're watching, please fix bugs. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Space Engineers.